So happy today that I finally got back down to the Great Lakes Brewery and I picked up a couple. There's one in the fridge, which will be reviewed later, but right now we're going to celebrate Simco Day a little later. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for the Rooski Brewski Review. And today the beer I have for you is by the Great Lakes Brewing Company out in Etobicoke, Ontario. And this is their Johnny Simcoe Pale Ale. I guess in the spirit of Simcoe Day, which was August 6th, just a few days ago, they do this up. Johnny Simcoe Pale Ale, coming in at 5% alcohol by volume and 30 IBUs. Never had it before. This is one of their Tank 10 series. So going down to the brewery today and picking it up is a nice little treat. Here's the picture. Mr. Simcoe, Johnny Simcoe. Kind of cool. I like their can designs. They have a very nice design style for their cans. I always love to see their artwork and designs. A lot of information on here. Let's crack it open, see what we got. Pouring it into my Great Lakes Brewery pop can style glass. Forgotten the name of it. Let's pour. Get a nice decent pour in there. There's gonna be a lot of head on that. That's gonna go right to the top. Maybe a little bit of an aggressive pour, if you ask me. Actually, quite aggressive. I'm just gonna let that settle up just a minute or two. Now that that head settled down, finally, it's kind of cool at the top. Oh, spilling? Cool. Yeah. Head settled down quite a bit now. Looking at it, it's fairly clear. A little bit of a haze on it, very, very little though. You can still see through it quite well. Nice big white head on top. A few good amount of bubbles coming through the bottom of it. Looks like good carbonation. Let's have a smell. Ooh. Smells pretty hoppy, actually. 30 IBUs? Nice floral hops. A little bit of earthiness coming through as well. Quite piney. Touch of grapefruit. Touch of mangoes as well, I want to say. Smells pretty good. Let's have a sip. Ooh, that's pretty good. Florally, like I said, earthy. For the color, it's quite yellow, I want to say, but definitely some more earthy flavors. Finishes a nice sweet, when I say mango sweetness or something else, I don't know. It's just a nice sweet fruit in the finish. Touch of citrusy, nice hoppy bitterness lingers on the tongue, just a touch in the finish and on the lingering flavors. Quite nice indeed. Cheers, everyone. That's actually a really, really enjoyable pale ale. Really smooth. Slightly dry, but not too much at all. Goes down like a dream. Also, it is a bit warmer than I would have liked. I was a little eager to get to this beer and to the other beers that I purchased today. But wow, that is... That's good. I haven't had a Great Lakes beer in a little while now, and it's great to go back to a solid brewery indeed. And this Johnny Simcoe is just a treat so far. Let's read what the can has to say. Johnny Simcoe Pale Ale, 5% ABVs, 30 IBUs. Lieutenant General John Graves Simcoe is legendary for his trailblazing into Upper Canada. As a result of this, he had both a town and a lake named after him. That's nothing now. He's got a beer. 7-barrel series. 2017 marked 30 years of Great Lakes brewing great beer. 7-barrel series. 2017 marked 30 years of Great Lakes brewing great beers. To celebrate, we gifted ourselves with a 7 BBL copper brewing system, which allows us to continue crafting, collaborating, and creating cleverly named beers for 30 more years. Brewed for you, Ontario. Ingredients are water, malted barley, hops and yeast. And we also have that listed in French. Serving temp, 3 to 5 degrees centigrade. This is obviously a bit warmer. Kind of a bummer, but I still have another one to enjoy after. But so far, doesn't matter. Still a great flavor. Glassware. Great Lakes Brewery Atlantic. Don't have that glass. I have the pop can glass. IBUs 30. This product is fermented from grains containing gluten and processed or treated or crafted to remove gluten. The gluten content of this product cannot be verified, and this product may contain gluten. So everybody who needs some of that information, like people who have celiac disease or another medical condition where you can't have gluten, watch out. If you're one of those people who just don't like gluten because you think it's bad for you, well, you can have this beer and you won't die. Gluten won't kill you unless you have a medical condition. But you know, today's day and age, we got people needing weird stuff and not liking weird stuff. So, what are you gonna do, right? But yes, for you gluten freaks out there, don't have this if you have gluten. If you need gluten, fuck gluten, fuck you guys. But yeah, really nice can design. I like it a lot. Actually, it has that old timey feel because you know John Simco is definitely a much older person and whatnot. So it has that same sort of color scheme of a nice classic sort of a design. I should say. I want to say that. I don't know. I can't really find the words, but it's a nice, really cool looking logo. As I always said before, Great Lakes, you do a great job on designing of cans. We do have a brewed on date on the bottom of the can. So we can see here it was brewed on August 1st, 2018. So this is a very fresh beer. It's only August 6th recording this. So it's what, 5 days old? Perfect. That is super, super tasty. Moving over to the website now, greatlakesbeer.com. Come over here and you have the description as well. You have all the ABVs, IBUs, styles, blah, 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 all the same stuff on the can. Tasting notes is the exact same. Description on the website is the exact same as it is on the can. Of course, I also put in that gluten warning. Food pairings down at the bottom are quiche, barbecue chicken legs, and sausage. Availability is sporadic. So it's here, it's there, it's not, it's there, it's sporadic. That's what sporadic means. So if you see it available in the Great Lakes Brewery retail shop, or check on their Instagram or something like that, you can definitely catch it there. Finally, moving over to Untappd now. Johnny Simco has been given a 3.77 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 1,000, just over 1,000 ratings. No IBUs listed on the website, on the Untappd, but it is 30 IBUs. This is just a splendid beer. Nice, hoppy. I like the floralness, the touch of earthiness, and that sweet fruit. I want to say it's mangoes, but at the same time, I don't want to say it's mangoes that I'm getting. But it is sweet in the end. Not super sweet, but just a nice touch of sweetness on the finish that works well with those lingering hop notes. With that said, I am down to my final sip, so let's get this down and let's get right to ratings. Cheers, everybody, on the final sip. That was tremendous. Wow. That's a solid beer. Man, I'm happy I actually got a second one to enjoy as well. This has definitely been a solid treat. Johnny Simco. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Absolutely phenomenal. Goes down great. Flavors are on point. They're perfect. Man, I don't know what else to say. It's a solid beer. It's definitely a nice pale ale. A little bit different than some of the other ones I get, where they're a bit more, fruity, hoppy, rather than a bit earthy and florally. But this is, in my opinion, a touch more earthy, touch more florally, and it's a nice change of pace for me and my taste buds, because they always like something different, and I do too. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for the beer itself. Presentation, on the other hand, Great Lakes, like I've always said, you do a great job in presentation. Ingredients are listed, descriptions of the beer, and the 7-barrel series listed as well. Best before date or brewed on date on the bottom, perfect. ABVs, IBUs, serving temps, glassware, those are all great as well. Can design, always love your can designs, perfect. And finally, your websites tops it off with the food pairings. So So with that said, presentation gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me. One thing I do want to see on here at least, or something that would just be really nice to see, is to know what kind of hops, malts, and yeast were used in the beer, but that's not the big issue. That's not a big issue at all. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all the information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. With all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. And like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.